Hi, my name is Sarah, and my channel is knottygnome Crafts. My channel is all about the textile crafts that I love, like knitting, spinning, and sewing. So if that interests you, please stay tuned. Today's video is going to be a video all about what to make for the holidays if you have a very casual, laid-back lifestyle. So my idea for making this video is that I know that everybody is concentrated on making sparkly party dresses for this time of year, but for my life, that's just not something that I would ever really need. First of all, I'm kind of a hermit, and so I don't leave the house a whole lot, even pre-pandemic times. But if I were going to have like a holiday get together, it would probably be like my work party, and I work at a university, so my work environment is pretty casual. Or I would have a get together with my friends who are also very casual. And as much fun as it might be to make, like a sequined, glittery dress, it's just not something that I need for my life. So I just sat down and I came up with 5 different categories of holiday party outfit ideas for people who just don't have that kind of life where they need something super fancy. So yeah, let's just get started. I do have 5 different categories, and each category has 3 pattern suggestions, and I did try to have a good mix of indie and big 4 patterns, and I've also included some free patterns, so hopefully there's something for everyone. Also keep in mind that when we're talking about these patterns, that if you're making something appropriate for the holidays, a lot of it has to do with fabrication. So think about, lush fabrics, things like velvets, or if you do like shiny glittery things, or even in my mind, if you pick like a fuzzy sweater knit or something that looks really textured and cozy, that to me also makes me think of the holidays. And then of course, accessories will also make things more holiday appropriate or not. So those are just some general suggestions before we get started. So category number 1 is the knit wrap dress. And I chose this because, I figure there's a range. Like maybe you do have something like a company party that you need to kind of dress up for, but you still want to be comfortable. And I think that a knit wrap dress is certainly a very comfortable garment to wear. You can kind of forget that you have it on, but it can look fancy as well. So the pattern number 1 that I've chosen is actually what I'm wearing. This is the One Puddle Lane Miss Ruby Tuesday dress. Now this dress there's like a basic dress, and then there's a couple of add-on packs, and I actually have all of the add-on packs. And in order to make the dress that I'm wearing, you would need the add-ons. I'll insert a picture of the outfit in full so you can see what it looks like. I'm wearing it with my Blackwood cardigan today. But the reason that I picked this dress is actually for the versatility. So like I made my dress in a stretch velvet, and I chose the wrap over bodice and then the straight faux wrap skirt. But if that's not your jam, the pattern has so many different options you can choose for both bodices and skirts that you can pretty much mix and match and find some combination that you would feel comfortable in. And then, like I said, make it in a pretty like holiday inspired fabric. And it would be a very comfortable dress to wear to a casual party. And yeah, that was my first suggestion. My second suggestion is McCall's 8174. Now this is a faux wrap, but it's actually a faux wrap skirt. The skirt portion is the faux wrap instead of the bodice. And so this is a very trendy, like right now silhouette. It has a square neckline. I think you can do plain sleeves, but it also has that gorgeous like long bishop sleeve, like full sleeve, and then you've got the straight silhouette skirt with the faux wrap. And again, I just think that it's a knit dress. It would be very comfortable. This one is certainly a more bodycon option, and so it might not be for everyone, but if you do like that silhouette, I think that it would be a really nice like dressed up look for the holidays, but you could still be comfortable because it's knit. My final suggestion for a knit wrap dress is the Fiber Mood Carol. I think they show it in their pattern cover with a stretch of velvet, and I think that would be perfect. So this dress is a true wrap dress, and I think it has like billowy sleeves, and then it has a little flounce on the bottom, and the flounce I think just takes it up a notch and makes it a little bit fancier. For my life, in my opinion, I do think that a true wrap dress isn't quite as comfortable as a faux wrap dress because you might need to keep adjusting to make sure everything stays in place. But I do still think that it could be a really comfortable option, and that one comes in sizes 0 to 26. And hopefully I will be putting up the chest measurements and the sizing for all the patterns as we're going through them. So category number 2 is a knit jumpsuit. Similar to the wrap dress, I just think that it would be super comfortable and also just very easy because you're one and done. You throw it on and get some, put on some shoes and some jewelry and you're ready to go. So for my first example for the knit jumpsuit is the Deer and Doe Sirocco jumpsuit. I don't own this one personally, but I probably will end up picking it up. It's a faux wrap style, and I just think that it is really elegant looking. And depending on what fabric you used, you could totally wear it in a more professional setting, or you could make it dressier. Actually, for all of these things that I'm talking about too, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, I did want to pick things that once you make it for the holidays and you wear it for your event, I wanted it to be something that you can continue to wear for the rest of the winter or the rest of the year. Because for my life, again, just like making something that I'm only going to wear one time is just not very practical. So yeah, I think that you could make the Sirocco jumpsuit, wear it to your event, but then you could totally wear it to the office or even just out running errands because it's a knit jumpsuit. It's very comfortable. So that was the first example. The second one is the Closet Core Sally jumpsuit. Now, sadly, this one has not been extended into her full size range yet. It only comes in sizes 0 to 20 at the moment. But I do like the versatility of this one. And so it has the two different bodices that you can pair with the, well, you can do a dress if you want, but if you're doing the jumpsuit, it has a wide leg jumpsuit. And so I liked both of these options because actually either one, but if you did the one with the straps, the tie, like the cami straps, you could layer like a turtleneck underneath and it would be totally appropriate for winter. Or if you live in a warmer climate, you could do the short sleeve, like the cap sleeve version. And either way, again, just, wide leg jumpsuit, super comfy, secret pajamas, but yeah, it would look really nice and festive. And then my last option is McCall's 8245. Now this one, because of the way it's styled in the cover, you might be like, Sarah, what are you talking about? Like, that's loungewear. And yes, it does look like loungewear, but I think that depending on fabrication, you could make it look really fancy. It's just a very simple silhouette with that like wide V in the front and back, and it's sleeveless. Again, you would layer underneath it if it's cold. And yeah, if you chose the right fabric, I think that it could look really elegant because it is such a simple silhouette. And also when you're done with your party, you could just wear it around the house because it is totally like loungewear. Okay, moving on to category number 3, and that is the Pinafore dress. So I included this category because I know not everyone's in the same situation, but where I live, it is starting to get really cold this time of year. And Pinafore dresses are wonderful for layering, so you could stay warm and cozy, but still have something festive on top. So my first recommendation is McCall's 7831. I have made this dress. Now it is a very simple, like overall style dress, but there is a view that has like a little addition of like a little circle skirt, and I think that one in particular would be really more festive for like a party situation. But even if you wanted to go for the regular one and have it in like a corduroy or some sort of like lush fabric or like a velvet, I think that could be really holiday appropriate. You could wear a really nice flowy blouse underneath, or you could go the traditional way with like a turtleneck or a t-shirt, depending on your lifestyle, depending on the situation. I think that it could be really appropriate for a holiday party. My other two options for Pinafore dresses are actually free. So the first one is the In the Folds button-up dress. This is from Peppermint Magazine, so it's free to download. And although they call this one a dress, when I look at it in the photo, I just automatically think of Pinafore. Obviously, you could make it in a linen like they have it and then wear it as a dress, but I think that you could make it in a heavier fabric and then with the intention of wearing it with something underneath. So I think that that's a good option. And then the second option is also from Peppermint Magazine, and it's a more recent release. It's the Just Patterns Milton Pinafore, and I've seen so many beautiful examples of this on Instagram. And I think that it could, depending on fabric, could be a really nice holiday option. Like if you made it in a festive plaid, or I don't know, I've just seen lots of examples on Instagram that make it look really quite dressy. You could kind of, I think it looks really nice when you pair it with one of those like large like portrait collar style blouses. I think that that's a really nice option for the holidays as well. Category number 4 is a fancy blouse. So this is like my bread and butter here. It's like the nice top and jeans combo. Of course, you could wear slacks or some, depending on the situation, you can wear it with different styles of pants. But just in my head, it's like I really like the ease and simplicity of wearing like kind of a nicer top with jeans and then just throw on some ankle boots and you're good to go. So the first option that I have is Butterick 6378. It comes in sizes 6 to 22, and there's several different views in this pattern, which is why I chose this one, because depending on what you like, you can have different looks. They have ones that it's a tie neck blouse. So you can have like more of like the vintagey pussy bow blouse kind of look, or they have ones where the ties are narrower and it looks more like a peasant style blouse. So either way, depending on your personal style and the event that you're going to, for me, this would be totally like if I were getting together with friends and like, just pick a pretty print. And I think that would be a really fun top to wear. And I mean, there's lots of other tie neck blouses out there. If you don't like this one, this is just the one that I happen to pick. The next option is another free one, and it is from Peppermint Magazine. It's the In the Folds wrap top. So this one, again, like depending on fabrication, you can use like a nice silk or a rayon or use a pretty print, and it would look totally festive, but also very comfortable. In this version, I chose this one because this is one that you probably wouldn't tuck in. I know that some people are pro tuck and people are anti tuck, so I wanted to give some nice variety of options. So yeah, like I would wear something like this, maybe lengthen it a little bit and wear it over leggings, or I don't know. There's just lots of different ways that you could wear this top, and it's another one that it's just a good basic that you could wear it all year round as well. And then the final recommendation for this category is the Selkie Patterns Celeste blouse. This one is one that's pretty new to me. I just recently discovered it. It's really fun because it's kind of another mix and match sort of pattern where there's lots of different sleeve options. I think there's a flutter sleeve and then different, there's a bishop sleeve and like a lantern sleeve. You can just pick whatever sleeve style that you like. And then it has like a fairly simple front, and then the back has a yoke with the gathers, and it fastens with a little keyhole. And I just think that it's a really pretty blouse. Again, depending on fabrication, you can make it in a solid, you can make it in a print. Something flowy I think would look best with this, but I really liked that option. And number 5, our final category is probably the most casual, and it is the sweatshirt or sweater dress. Now I am talking about it's last minute and you're having to get together and it's like, oh no, I have to wear something. So you're just gonna throw this on with tights and boots and like run out the door. So the first option that I have is the True Bias Nico dress. Now, I have made this dress and it is another sort of bodycon silhouette, but what I will say about this, because I have made it so I have experience with it, is that it's not as form-fitting as you would expect. The actual dress has quite a bit of ease in the waist and the hip area, so it's almost more of like an A-line shape. It's not super tight. I do believe she does have a hack where you can make a version that is very bodycon if that's your style. But yeah, it's the one that I have. It's just the traditional dress style. It's the midi length, and it is super comfortable to just throw it on and go. So I think that's a good option. The next option that I have is Butterick 6858, and this is from their fall release, I think. And I really liked the collar option on this. It's sort of styled like a sweatshirt. I think it has princess seams and there's pockets, but it has that really interesting like little crossover collar that kind of brings it up a notch from being just a slouchy sweatshirt dress. And you could make it in one of those like popular cable knits that's going on right now, and that will look really nice. Or, there's lots of different fabrics that you could use. I think that that's a good option. And then the final option that I have is Simplicity 8982. I have made this dress, and it's similar to the Nico, but I included it because there's some different length options, and you also have the option to add that the puffy sleeve. And I think that again like brings it up a notch and makes it a little bit more festive than just like your typical like pull-on sweater dress. So those are my suggestions for holiday outfit ideas for the people who just have a more laid back lifestyle. I hope that you found this helpful. Please feel free to leave your suggestions in the comments because I would love to know some ideas of other types of garments that people are making for the holidays. Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. I'll see you again next time.